Hello, everyone. This is Liam, the extra large leprechaun for MIIrish.com and Live in the Pub. I would like to welcome you to today's podcast as originally broadcast on Q90.1 Delta College Public Radio and made possible with the production assistance of the White Crow Conservatory of Music in Saginaw, Michigan. If you enjoy today's podcast, we encourage you to visit our Facebook pages and let us know. Like Live in the Pub, Q90.1 Delta College Public Radio, the White Crow Conservatory of Music, MIIrish.com, and our podcast sponsors like BiddyMurphy.com. If you would like to become a podcast sponsor, email us at miirish.com@gmail.com. Now, enjoy your Live in the Pub podcast.
Well, hello there, and welcome to Live in the Pub. I'm your host, Zig Zeitler. My co-host, Susan O'Rourke, is not here again today. Again, she's busy with some other things. We're going to have a good time here. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to feature Andy Irvine today. And Andy Irvine is just a staple in Irish music. He's been in some of the greatest Irish bands that have been, such as Plankstees, Sweeney's Men, Patrick Street, Usher's Island, Mosaic. He's the primary bouzouki player, the bouzouki player in Ireland. If you want a bouzouki player that defines Irish music, it would be Andy Irvine. Of course, there's other great bouzouki players. One that comes to mind is Jimmy Crowley, my good friend. Jimmy Crowley, he was also a wonderful bouzouki player and vocalist, I might add, and harmonica player, just as Andy also plays harmonica. Also great stuff. Andy has played here in town at the White Crow, of course, and down in Detroit different times, and I just love Andy's playing and his music, and he's certainly been a big inspiration to myself, and I'm sure other people too. Just about any band he gets into is almost bound for Irish stardom, if there is such a thing. But it's great stuff, and I can't say enough nice things about Andy. He does a great job, and nice man. I enjoyed not only listening to his concerts, but enjoyed visiting with him and that sort of thing also. I can't say enough good about him. But I'm going to move on here and get down to the music here. We're going to start with Andy Irvine, Rain on the Roof CD. I think this is a little bit of an older CD. I'm not sure what year this was. 1996. Yeah, it's a few years back. It's got some great tunes on it. We're going to feature a couple different things on a couple different albums he does. First one is going to be a set of tunes, Rain on the Roof in Blue Mountains of New South Wales. The next one's going to be My Heart's Tonight in Ireland. So far, those are both Andy Irvine compositions. Andy plays mandolin and bouzouki on the first one, and he plays mandolins on the second one there, My Heart's Tonight in Ireland. And then we're going to move on to Come With Me Over the Mountain with A Smile in the Dark. Again, Andy's on, actually on all mandolins on that one too, some vocals and stuff. And then the other one, of course, is on bouzouki and harmonica, The Monument, Lest We Forget. So let's hear some Andy Irvine. Sit back and enjoy the music and enjoy a nice fall day. We know winter's just around the corner. It's getting scary. And what a better way than to listen to some Irish music, though. So here we go. Andy Irvine.
town of Scariff the sun was shining in the sky, when Willie Clancy played his pipes and the tears welled in my eyes. Many years have passed and gone since the times we had there, but my heart's tonight in Ireland, in the sweet County Clare. My heart tonight is far away across the rolling sea, in the sweet mill town Malbay, and it's there I'd love to be. So long ago and far away, but nothing can compare, and my heart's tonight in Ireland, in the sweet County Clare. That August in Kilrush, when the rain was lashing down, and our hotel was that hay barn on the outskirts of town. We were all sick and feverish, and Dolan had the flu, but Johnny produced some whiskey and the sun came smiling through. My heart tonight is far away across the rolling sea, in the sweet mill town Malbay, and it's there I'd love to be. So long ago and far away, but nothing can compare, my heart's tonight in Ireland, in the sweet County Clare. Those nights in 6 Mile Bridge when the songs and music flowed, and when it came to closing time, sure the lights were turned down low, and the sergeant from Kilkishen, he would buy us all one more, and we never left that pub before the clock was striking 4. My heart tonight is far away across the rolling sea, in the sweet mill town Malbay, and it's there I'd love to be. So long ago and far away, but nothing can compare, and my heart's tonight in Ireland, in the sweet County Clare. Lahinch and Ennis, Diamond, Liscannor and Kilkee, but best of all was Milltown when the music flowed so free. Willie Clancy and the County Clare, I'm never in your debt, for the sights and sounds of yesterday are shining memories yet. My heart tonight is far away across the rolling sea, in the sweet mill town Malbay, and it's there I'd love to be. So long ago and far away, but nothing can compare, and my heart's tonight in Ireland, in the sweet County Clare. In the days of Sweeney, in the sweet County Clare. One night as the moon did illumine the sky, I first took a notion to marry. I put on me hat and away I did fly. You'd have thought I'd have been in a hurry. When I came to the place where I often had been, me heart gave a lap when me darling I seen. Lifted the latch and I bade her good e'en, will you come with me over the mountain? What notion is this that's got into your head? You'll make me afraid to be near you. It's 12 o'clock and they're all in bed. Speak low or me mammy will hear you. I'm using no magic, casting no spell. I'm an honest young man and I love you right well. If you'll not have me, dear girl, farewell. I'll go back alone o'er the mountain. If I were to make an elopement with you, I might put myself in great danger. The country would tittle and censor me too. Me parents would frown and no wonder. Let them all tittle and censor away. Consult with yourself for it's growing near day. What do we care what the country might say? Come with me over the mountain. She looked at me long and she looked at me hard. She trembled a little uneasy. Then wiping a tear that appeared in her eye, she says to me, darling, I'm ready. Give me a moment till I get me shoes. Me heart gave a leap when I heard the glad news. Lifted the latch saying, I hope you'll excuse me simplicity over the mountain. By this time the moon had gone down in the west and the morning star brightly was shining. We both made the journey in greatest of haste and were wed at the altar of Hymen. In peace and contentment we spend our days. The anger of parents was soon blown away. Often we smile when we've little to say on the trip we took over the mountain. In the corner of a quiet field there's a monument today, put up by the mine workers of the UMWA, to mark the spot where children had their lives taken away. And it's standing there in case we might forget, lest we forget, in case we might forget, how the rich man and his police and his press got away with murder then, they get away with it yet. And it's standing there in case we might forget. You may turn the pages of your history books in vain. The first thing men of power learn is never to take the blame. Just tell the people shameless lies, does nothing ever change? History's always written by the winners. Lest we forget, in case we might forget, how the rich man and his police and his press got away with murder then, they get away with it yet. and it's standing there in case we might forget. In today's newspapers, the headlines change so fast. So much information in the memory doesn't last. But if we learn nothing from the lessons of the past, I'm afraid that we are destined to relive it. Lest we forget, in case we might forget, how the rich man and his police and his press got away with murder, then they get away with it yet, and it's standing there in case we might forget. In the corner of a quiet field, there's a monument today, put up by the mine workers of the UNWA, to mark the spot where children had their lives taken away, and it's standing there in case we might forget.
All right, that was Andy Irvine. Great stuff. We're going to stick right with Andy Irvine today. He's our featured artist today. That was one of his solo albums. We're going to move on to a little bit of Andy Irvine with Patrick Street. Andy Irvine was the bouzouki player, Irish bouzouki player that really got bouzouki going. And you heard some mandolin stuff and some bouzouki stuff. He plays great on both of those instruments. But great stuff. I love Andy Irvine stuff. We're going to start with another album, do a couple cuts off it. This is Patrick Street, of course. As I said, All in Good Time. This has Kevin Burke, Jackie Daly, Andy Irvine, and Artie McGlynn. Wow, stellar lineup. Incredible stuff. Okay. We are going to listen to Walsh's Polkas. Then we're going to go to Frank Quinn's Rio with Lad O'Byrne's and Murphy's Rio. That's a set of tunes there. And then we are the Lithuns, The Pride of the Springfield Road. And then we have, let's see, where's it? Light and Airy with All in Good Time. So, let's hear that.
merry month of May. The birds were singing sweetly and the lambs did sport and play. She told me that she loved me and to me she would prove true. If you will stay with me love, and I will stay with you. Oh, we walked along the dam and the birds sang loud and gay. 'Twas there I met me bonny brunette, she stole me heart away. Oh, her cheeks they were like roses red and her skin as white as snow. She is the darling of me heart, the pride of the Springfield Row. Love has named the day, and happy we will be together as we go on our way. We'll have a charming little house and a garden for to till, and we'll bring the children up like us to work in the cotton mill. Oh, we walked along the dam and the birds sang loud and gay. 'Twas there I met me bonny brunette, she stole me heart away. Oh, her cheeks they were like roses red and her skin as white as snow. She is the darling of me heart, the pride of the Springfield Row. I'll bid you all good night, for to her parents I must go, to see if they will have me now, or if the answer's no. She says they'll treat me decent, me glass they'll surely fill, and they'll drink a health to the bride and groom that works in the cotton mill. Oh, we walked along the dam and the birds sang loud and gay. 'Twas there I met me bonny brunette, she stole me heart away. Oh, her cheeks they were like roses red and her skin as white as snow. She is the darling of me heart, the pride of the Springfield Row. When I was a little boy up in Pickens County, my father took me from the farm to be a Milltown baby. Goodbye Monday blues, goodbye cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave you. Goodbye, Monday blues, goodbye, cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Not a hand in all this town could beat me once for doffing. Now it's more than I can do to sit here without coughing. Goodbye, Monday blues, goodbye, cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Goodbye, Monday blues, goodbye, cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Old man staring at his glass in some backstreet barroom. These were once the fastest hands in spinning spool or card room. Goodbye, Monday blues, goodbye, card room fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya. Goodbye, Monday blues, goodbye, cardroom fever. Cotton dust has got my lungs, you know I'm bound to leave ya.
right, Andy Irvine, our featured artist for the day. Great stuff. That was Patrick Street, by the way. Some great tunes by Patrick Street. And Andy's actually playing mandolin and bouzouki. Andy's a guy who brought bouzouki to the forefront in Irish music, of course. So I wanted to feature him. There hasn't been a band that hasn't been a stellar band that Andy Irvine has played in. Want to remind you, this is a White Crow production. And I want to invite you to check out our Facebook page and our websites and stuff like that. And outside of that, just drop in and see us sometime. We'd love to hear you or hear from you and talk to you a little bit and see what you like to hear too here at the Dirty Tree Pub. Also, what I would like to do right now... Oh, here's Liam with the schedule. Let's hear Liam.
Boo! Did I scare you there, Zig? I hope so.
I guess
Hey,
so.
listen, if that didn't scare you, just come on back here tonight in the Dirty Tree Pub and check out their haunted pub. Yeah, there'll be lots of family-friendly oriented tricks or treats, thanks to, Tony Baloney Moser. He's gone all out again like he always does. He has such a love for mechanical things, and that's why you're seeing that witch above the bar gliding back and forth. And look at all the bats swirling around. And, they got invisible fish lines, but it looks like they're just fluttering all over the bar. He even had the girls redecorate the mannequin in the girls' bathroom. We've talked about that before. And it's now no longer a fireman. For this weekend, it was Count Dracula in a kilt. And, when the girls lift that kilt, for those who don't know, used to just light up some lights normally in the pub so everybody knew that you'd done it. But now if somebody lifts it up, a little bit of fog comes out of the machines and a strobe light goes off like thunder or lightning. It's kind of cool. And now that the girls know it does it, everybody's lifting it on every trip into there. It's also kind of nice today, Zig, to see all the staff wearing much more family-friendly costumes than they did, say, last Saturday night. Last Saturday night, there was also ample fake cobwebbing. That frilly stuff that you pull out, looks like cobwebs. It was hanging virtually everywhere. They had their annual costume contest, and that's more for adults. No children allowed in it. And thanks to Tommy Toad, who, by the way, was oogling Megan with an H all night in her sexy nurse's costume. He decided to flare up his little electric cigarette, the e-cigarette, and in the pub, which he knew he's not supposed to do. And apparently, when he was too close to those artificial webs, because it flashed up just like magician's flash paper when it came into contact with the superheated vape machine in his mouth. And it was only made funnier given the fact that Tommy had chosen to wear a red leather coat, sunglasses, and one glove. And in a blink of the eye, with all those flickering fake webs dancing all around him, Tommy looked more like the King of Pop filming a Pepsi commercial instead of the Thriller video he was shooting for. So thankfully no one was hurt, as it went out as quickly as it began, but 2 new rules have now been added to the Dirty Tree's long list of don't do in the pub list. And that is no fake cobwebs for Halloween ever again, and Tommy especially, no e-cigarette smoking allowed in the pub. Well, let's get on to the calendar, because there are a few things happening, and I think you'll enjoy it. For instance, we have added to our schedule right here in Bay City every Tuesday night, that's tonight, the Water Street Ceilidh Band has their sessions. If you don't know where it is, go to miirish.com, click on Bay City Water Street Ceilidh Band sessions, and get the information. And for the record, in case you were thinking about going down to Redford, to the AOH Hall, there is no Kitty's Ceilidh tonight due to Halloween. Over in Conklin, we think that they're having a Halloween session. Can't be sure. You might want to call that. That's tomorrow night. So they probably are having it, but you might want to check, as you will with many of these things. Tuesday, down in Detroit, the Wobbly Kitchen Benefit from the Gaelic League Irish American Club. regular stuff that happens, the radio show, Sounds Like Ireland on Thursday, and the others. Friday, down in Redford, it's the fish fries at the AOH Hall. It's well worth the drive down there. Great meal at a great price. And entertainment now, most Friday nights. Check that out. Get everything you can on that. We're going to skip right over to Sunday because I'm really excited about these events in Ann Arbor. 2:30 p.m. You could go, if you've registered, and you still have time to register, for some fiddling and piping workshops presented by the Stray Away Child Concert people. And that was going to be held at a house, so you need to go to the website to get the information. There is a fee, but it's being presented by the three musicians of Open the Door for Three, one of my particular favorite groups, who will be performing that night at 6:30 in concert at Connor O'Neill's. Tickets were going fast last I checked, so you might want to click on the link and get your tickets to that. And, of course, stick around afterwards because there's always great traditional sessions at Connor O'Neill's. So we are highly recommending that. But if you're going to be in the Chicago area on Sunday, November the 5th, please check out Moya Brennan and her band. It's a Salon Concert Series event, and we don't normally talk about Chicago stuff, but that's as close as Moya Brennan's going to get to Michigan. So check that out. You might want to make a weekend out of it this weekend. And as always, my friends, stay Irish.
Whoa, there he goes trying to scare us again. Happy Halloween. Hope you have a wonderful Halloween tonight. Let's see, we're going to play a tune called Rubens Transatlantic Express by Mosaic, another Andy Irvine band. Mosaic, this is on the Changing Trains with Bruce Molsky, Nicola Parov, and Rens van der Zalm. Great band. This is kind of a multicultural band. I'm not going to get into that too much where everybody's from, but I'm going to tell you what the instruments are playing. Andy's courses on vocal, bouzouki, mandola, and harmonica. Bruce Molsky, vocal, fiddle, guitar, 5-string banjo. Donald Looney, vocal, bouzouki, guitar, and baron. Rens van der Zalm, fiddle, guitar, mandolin, and oud and low whistle. Nicola Perov, Kaval, Gauda, Gadolka, guitar, whistle, percussion, nickel harp, and fusia. So there's some unusual instruments there, but nonetheless, great stuff. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, and remember this is a White Crow music production. Drop in and see us at the White Crow anytime so we can talk to you. We'd love to hear what you like to hear. If you got some ideas, if there's an Irish band we aren't aware of, we always want to know about that. But outside of that, we're getting ready to sign off here and getting towards the end of the show, and we're going to hear a little bit of Mosaic with Andy Irvine.